You've got 4 serious felony offenses here that have been alleged. Criminal actions have consequences. That is all.
Okay, freeze right there. Felonies just to open the hearing. We're not easing into this. We're cannonballing straight into felony territory. What would you say if the judge asked if you understood how serious this is? Drop it in the comments. Be honest.
You were in custody, son. 25 CR 307 is called the State of Texas versus Mitchell Joseph Sylvester. Is that you? Oh, you were here. This is an initial appearance. Ms. Minaldi has been appointed to represent you. My God. You were charged here with the first-degree felony of aggravated robbery, which carries with it up to life in prison if convicted. But it doesn't end there. I'm looking at 4 prior felony convictions beginning in 1980, aggravated robbery. And you were convicted in the court next door, and that's 45 years ago. And then 8 years after that was final, you apparently committed illegal possession of controlled substance, a second-degree felony, and were convicted of that in 1988 in this court. Thereafter, that became final. You committed the felony of another illegal possession of controlled substance and was committed in 1991. You were convicted next door in the 252nd. After that became final, you committed the felony of having a prohibited substance in a correctional facility, a third-degree felony, and you were finally convicted of that in 1996 in the 252nd district. So, if you were found guilty and all of this were proven true, you are looking at no less than 25 years in prison, up to life in prison. And since a deadly weapon was used, of course, you should not be parolable for whatever sentence up to life until you served at least 50%.
Let's unpack that, because of Texas law, and since a deadly weapon was allegedly involved. This guy won't even be eligible for parole until he's served at least half the sentence, and we're talking a life sentence. It's not see you in 5 years. It's maybe see you in 25.
Or half. Do you understand how serious this is? Do you understand how serious this is, sir? You went through the system 4 separate times in felonies, and you are back with a violent crime? It's a rhetorical question. I don't expect an answer. What do you want to do today, Manali, as his order? Does he have an indigent form? I guess he's indigent. I don't know. But does he have an indigent form?
We work on it after unknown's not here since he doesn't have his glasses. So I'm kind of told him.
There was something done here where 4 things were filled out, just 4 spaces out of this multi-page document, and then it was approved by a magistrate. You just can't make this.
This right here, pure courtroom chaos. The form's barely filled out, the defendant can't see without his glasses, and yet a magistrate still approved it. It's like bureaucracy and absurdity had a baby.
Stuff up. It needs to be fully filled out.
I'm going to work with him.
It was half done. I'm sorry. It was 1/10 of 1% done.
Your Honor, I believe
What is his bond?
25,000 is way too low. I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Yeah, who set the bond on that? Because that's just.
I believe that was Mr.
No, one of the Jacobsons. And that's problem. Maybe.
I don't know if it wasn't. Maybe they let him out on that accusation. But it's alleged that he took a machete and was robbing a game room here, and the lady that he was robbing, she tripped and fell as she ran out the door, and he grabbed her by the ankle and tried to drag her back into the game room there.
That moment is chilling. A woman pleads for her life, literally says she has kids, and that's the turning point. It's not just a robbery, it's a trauma that sticks with someone for life. What do you think should be the consequence here?
At which time she pleaded that for her life because she had kids. He did let go of her ankle and attempted to run back into business with a machete. And one of his prior convictions is actually an aggravated robbery as well.
Court has reviewed the probable cause affidavit and the defendant's prolific criminal history, which is in the public safety report, which 12 convictions, and we know that at least 4 of those are serious felony offenses, including violent crime of aggravated robbery, which is what the defendant is now charged with once again. And $25,000 is woefully too low. So,
And there it is. Bond raised to $100,000 plus a GPS monitor and home confinement. This isn't just about punishment. It's about control, surveillance, and public safety. Systems trying to say, we see you now.
The defendant's bond is $100,000. You must have a GPS device if you post your bond so that we know where you are at all times. When a robbery occurs in this town, we want to make sure it's not you. And you would be placed on home confinement, except for purposes of trying to find a job, going to and from to get food in the direct routes possible. You understand the seriousness of what you're charged with, sir, your criminal history, and the fact that this was committed in a very violent fashion, where a machete was alleged to have been displayed by you in the commission of this crime and threatening the victim. Are you working somewhere right now? How did you post $25,000 bond? Your niece. Who is your niece?
Yeah, my brother's son.
Your brother's son. You have been through this system so many times with crimes. You've got 4 serious felony offenses here that have been alleged, that criminal actions have consequences that can hurt victims, but hurt you as well. You lose your freedom. You don't want to lose them. But we have to live in peace. No, talk to this is the lady who's been appointed to represent you. Talk to her first before you say something, because everything you say is, some people want to say something, and when they say something, it can hurt them at trial. They go, well, I did it, but I was really kidding around, or something like that. It works against them. So you don't want to speak until you talk to her first. If it's something you need to talk to me, that's fine. But the court agrees with the state that the bond is woefully low, too low, under the circumstances and your incredibly rich criminal history of violence. Okay. I want to like an announcement in 4 weeks.
Yes, Judge. If we could keep him on the same docket or similar week as Crystal Road that we reset 5 days.
Okay. 5 weeks. Good. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
We'll do that. That is all. You were in custody, sir.